Om Shanti, 24th of February 2025. Morning Murli, Om Shanti, Bapdada Madhavan. Essence, sweet children, this spiritual hospital makes you ever healthy for half a cycle. Sit here, soul consciousness. Question: what direction should your intellects remember whilst you carry on with your business, etc.? Answer: the Father's direction is: you must not remember any corporeal or subtle beings. Only when you have remember of the one Father will your sins be absolved. None of you can say that you don't have time for this. Whilst doing everything, you can stay in remembrance. Om Shanti. The Father says, "Good morning to you, sweetest spiritual children." After good morning has been said, you children are told to remember the Father. You call out, "O purifier, come and purify us." So the Father first of all says, remember the spiritual Father. The spiritual Father of all is just the one. The Father is never considered to be omnipresent. So, as much as possible, children, first of all, remember the Father. Apart from the one Father, do not remember any corporeal or subtle being. This is very easy. People say that they are busy and they that don't have time. However, you always have time for this. The Father shows you the way. You also know that it is only by remembering the Father that your sins will be burnt away. This is the main thing. No one forbid you to carry on with your business. Whilst doing all of that, simply remember the Father so that your sins can be absolved. You understand that you are impure. Sages, holy men, rishis and munis, etc. all make spiritual endeavors. One makes spiritual endeavors in order to meet God. Until you have His interaction, you cannot meet Him. You know that no one in the world has the Father's interaction. Everyone has the interaction of bodies. One quickly has the interaction of anything large. It is only when the Father comes that He explains to you the interaction of souls. There are the two things, the souls and the body. The soul is a star and is very subtle. No one can see it. When you come and sit here, you have to sit in soul consciousness. This is also a hospital. It is the hospital where you become ever healthy for half a cycle. Souls are imperishable. They are never destroyed. A whole part in each soul. The soul says, "I can never be destroyed." All of these souls are imperishable. The bodies are perishable. It is now in your intellects that your souls are imperishable and you take 84 births, and that this is in the drama. You also know which founders of religions come at which time and how many births they take. The 84 births that are remembered must definitely be one religion. There cannot be for everyone. Not all the religions come at the same time. Why should we sit and calculate anything about others? We know that so and so come at such and such a time to establish a religion. There is then expansion of that. Everyone has to come Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. When this world is Tamo Pradhan, it is then that the Father comes and makes into that Sato Pradhan golden age. You children now know that you, the people of Bharat, will come and rule in the new world. There won't be any other religions there. Amongst you children, too, those who are to climb the high status will make great effort to stay in remembrance. And they will also write their names. Baba, I stay in remembrance for this long, due to being Assam. Some don't write their news at all. They wonder what would Baba say. However, Baba still knows. A teacher at school would tell the student, if you don't study, you will fail. Lokik parents also understand this from how much their children study. This is a very big school. Here you are not made to sit number wise. Your intellects understand that it is number wise. Baba is now sending the good children to other places. When they go somewhere else, others then write. We want Maharati, so it is definitely understand that they are cleverer and better known than they themselves are. It is number wise. At exhibitions, many types of people come. So there should also be guides standing there to check them. Those who greet the people would come to know what type of people have come. So that one should then signal to the ones explaining. You can explain to these people, you can understand that there are those of the first grade, the second grade, and the third grade. There, you have to serve everyone. When an important person comes, everyone definitely offers him a lot of hospitality. This is the law. The father or the teacher praise the children in class. This is also special attention. The children who glorify the name are given special attention and praised. To say and so that so is wealthy and religious minded is also praising him. You now know that the highest on high is God. People say that he truly is the highest on high, but when you ask them to tell you his biography, they say that he is omnipresent. They completely put him down. You can now explain that the highest on high is God and that he is the resident of the supreme abode, whereas those deities are in the subtle region. Here there are human beings. So the highest on high is God, the incorporeal. You now know that you were like diamonds and that you have now become like shells. And so you have shown God to be even lower than yourselves. You don't even recognize Him. You people of Bharat receive that recognition, then that recognition decreases. Many will receive the Father's recognition. Your main pictures are the Trimurti, the cycle, and the tree. There is so much enlightenment in them. Anyone would say that Lakshmi and Narayan were the master of the golden age. Okay, so what was there before the golden age? Only at this time do you know this. It is now the end of the iron age and it is the rulers of the people over the people. There is no kingdoms now. There is so much difference. There were kings at the beginning of the golden age and there are kings now in the Iron Age too, although none of them are pure. Some of them simply buy those titles. No one is a real Maharaja. They simply buy the title. There are the Maharajas of Patiala, Jodhpur, Bihani, etc. They mention those names. Those names have continued eternally. At first, they were pure emperors, and now they are impure ones. The words kings, emperors continue. Of Lakshmi and Narayan, you would say that they were the master of the golden age, the one who claimed the kingdom. You now know how the kingdom is being established. The father says, I am now teaching you for 21 births. Those people study and become barrister, etc. In the same birth. You are studying at this time and you will become emperors and empresses in the future. According to the drama plan, the new world is being established. It is now the old world. Although there are very good big places, no one has the power to build places studded with diamonds and jewels. In the golden age, they used to build all of those places studded with diamonds and jewels. It does not take long to build them. Here too, when an earthquake, etc., take places, they employ many contractors and they rebuild a whole city within a couple of years. It took perhaps 8 to 10 years to build New Delhi, but there is a difference between the labors there and the labors here. Nowadays, they continue to invent new things. The science of construction has so much force. They can get everything ready made and flats are built so quickly. They build them very quickly here, and so all of these will be useful there. All of this will go with you. Those sanskars will still remain. Even the sanskars of science will go with you. So the Father now continues to explain to you. If you want to become pure, remember the Father. The Father says good morning and then also teaches you. Children, are you sitting in remembrance of the Father whilst walking and moving around? Remember the Father, because you have burdens of many birds on your heads. You take 84 birds whilst coming down the ladder. Now there is the ascending stage in one birth. The more you continue to remember the Father, the more happiness you will have, and you will also receive strength. There are many children who are placed in the front number, but they don't stay in a remembrance at all. Although they are clever in this knowledge, they are not on the pilgrimage of remembrance. The Father praises you, children. This one is also remember one, and so he must definitely be making effort. You must always think that it is Shiv Baba who is explained to you, and then your intellect's yoga will remain connected there. This one must also be studied. Nevertheless, he will say, remember Baba. These pictures are for explaining to anyone, the incorporeal one called God. He comes and adopts a body. The children of the one God are all souls, brothers. They are now present in their bodies. All are immortal images. This body, the throne of this immortal image. The immortal throne is not anything in particular. This is the throne of this immortal image. Each soul resides in the center of forget. Each one is called an immortal throne. It is the immortal throne of that immortal image. All souls are immortal. They are very subtle. The Father is incorporeal. From where would he bring his throne? The Father says, this is my throne too. I come and take this throne on loan. I come and sit on the immortal throne of this ordinary old body of Brahma. You now know that this is the throne of each soul. This only refers to human beings. It does not apply to animals. Human beings who have become worse than animals should at least reform themselves first. When people ask you about animals, tell them, first of all, at least reform yourself. In the golden age, even the animals are very good and first class. There won't be any rabies, etc. There, if Fijian were to leave their droppings in the king's palace, there would be a fine. There won't be any rabies there at all. They are very careful. They remain on guard so that no animals can ever push their way in. There is a lot of cleanliness there. There is also so much cleanliness in the Lakshmi and Narayan temple. They even show a pigeon in the Sanskar and Parvati temple. So they must definitely spoil the temples too. They have written many such stories in the scriptures. The Father now explains to you children, but there are few who can imbibe it. The rest don't understand anything. The Father explains to you children with so much love. Children become very, very sweet, like jewels constantly from your lips. You are rough and basant. Stones should not emerge from your lips. Souls are praised. A soul says, I am a president, I am a so and so. This is the name of my body. Okay, whose children are the souls? The one supreme soul. So you must surely receive the inheritance from him. So how can he be omnipresent? You now understand that you too didn't know anything previously. Your intellects have now opened so much. When you go to any temples now, you understand that all of those pictures are false. Can there be anyone with 10 arms or with an elephant's trunk as in the picture? All of those are the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. In fact, there should be devotion of only one Shiv Baba, who is the bestower of salvation for all. It is in your intellects that Lakshmi and Narayan take 84 births. Then the highest on high Father comes and grants salvation to everyone. There is no one higher than him. Amongst you two, you are able to imbibe the things of this knowledge number wise. If someone is unable to imbibe them, of what use is that one? Instead of becoming sticks for the blind, some even become blind themselves. If a cow does not give milk, they keep it locked in a cowst. Here too, some are unable to give the milk of this knowledge. There are many who don't make any effort at all. They don't understand that they should at least benefit someone. They don't have any concern for their own fortune. They are simply happy with whatever they receive. The Father would say, it is not in that one's fortune. One should make effort to receive salvation. You have to become soul conscious. The Father is the highest on high, and yet look how he enters an impure body in this impure world. He is invented to come into this impure world. When Ravan has made everyone totally corrupt, the Father comes and makes you elevated. Those who make effort will become kings and queens, whereas those who don't make any effort become pure ones. Because it is not in their fortune. They are unable to make for effort. Some make their fortune very good. Each one of you can examine yourself. What service do I do? Acha, to his sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to you spiritual children. Essence for Dharana number 1. Become rapt and basant and let swells constantly emerge from your lips. Become very, very sweet. Never let stone emerge from your lips. Number 2. Become clever in this knowledge and yoga and benefit yourself and others. Make effort to make your fortune elevated. Become a stick for the blind. Blessing. May you be constantly happy and receive praise from everyone through your contentment. The sign of your contentment is that your happiness will be visible in a practical way. Those who remain constantly content and happy are definitely praised by everyone. Only through your happiness can you receive praise. So take the special blessing of remaining constantly content and happy and give it to others too. Your final offering into this sacrificial fire is the constant happiness of all you Brahmins. When you all remain constantly happy, the sound of revelation will echo. That is, the flag of victory will be hoisted. Slogan: to be a diamond and to give the message of becoming a diamond is to celebrate the diamond jubilee. Om Shanti. Have love for solitude and imbibe unity and concentration. To be in solitude means to go beyond all the vibration from everywhere. There are many who don't like solitude. They prefer to be in a gathering, laughing and enjoying themselves to a greater extent. However, that means to be extroverted. Now keep yourself in solitude, that is, become introverted from the vibration of all attractions. The time now coming will be such that only this practice will be useful. If you are habitually become being influenced by external attractions, you will be deceived at some point. Om Shanti.